Hello everyone, I invite you to every Friday cryptocurrency review. Let's start by checking the current situation on the BTC to USDT pair, taking into account the short time frame of 1 hour. First, we will use the yellow line to mark the downward trend from which the price has gone up, entering the upward trend channel, which we can use the blue lines to define. As we can see, the price is moving at the lower border of the mentioned channel. When we turn on the EMA cross 200, we can see a drop below the blue moving average line 200, with which the price is currently struggling to stay in the upward trend. Going further, we will check support areas for the price when the correction begins to deepen. For this purpose, we will use the trend-based fib extension tool, and after unfolding the grid, we see that the price remains in the support zone from $26,725 to $26,249. When we exit the upward channel at the bottom and fall below this zone, we have a second support zone from $25,861 to $25,472. And we still have strong support at $24,930. Looking the other way, we can determine resistance areas in a similar way. And here you can immediately see that just above the current support zone, a strong resistance zone begins from $26,840 to $27,371. Only when the price breaks out of it and maintains it positively will we see a move towards the support at $28,044. Please pay attention to the CHOP index, which indicates that we have a lot of energy to use. The RSI shows a visible increase towards the middle of the range, which indicates that there is still a lot of room for a price increase. But at this point it is worth looking at the stock indicator where the energy was used in an upward movement, which is why you should be careful because it may result in another price rebound or, in a better scenario, a temporary sideways trend. As the second chart in today's review, we will check ETH in pair with USDT, also on a 1-hour time frame. First, using the yellow line, we will mark the local upward trend from which the price broke down. At this point, we can see that the break from the trend line also resulted in a drop below the EMA cross 200, indicating a return to the downtrend. Now let's move on to marking the support places. We will use the trend-based fib extension tool to mark supports. And as you can see, first we can mark the support zone from $1,583 to $1,560. But if we fall below this zone, we may see a drop to the strong support level of $1,530. Looking the other way, we can similarly mark places where the price should encounter resistance on the way up. And here you can see that the price has been reduced by the resistance at the level of $1,600. When it overcomes it, we have the second resistance at the level of $1,620. Then we have the third resistance at the level of $1,637, and going further. It is worth defining a strong resistance zone from $1,654 to $1,677. The CHOP index indicates that most of the energy has been used. The RSI indicator shows an increase towards the middle of the range, which indicates that there is still room for price increases. While the stock indicator has exceeded the upper limit and we are currently recovering and gathering energy for a new move, which confirms that the growth on the chart has stopped. Going further, we will check the situation on the BNB chart, as before, taking into account the short interval of 1 hour. As we can see, the price has broken down from the upward trend channel. And currently we remain below the downward trend line. And what's more, when we look at the EMA cross 200, we see that we have also fallen below the moving average, which means a return to the downward trend. Let's start by marking support points for the price, and we can see that first we have a support zone in which the price stays from $212 to $209. But if the price drops lower, the next support is at $206.40. The other way, we can similarly determine the resistance areas that the price must face. And here we see that the current rebound was reversed before it reached the first resistance zone from $213 to $215. Then we have resistance at $217.80. And then a strong resistance zone from $219 to $222, where the price ended the previous move growth. The CHOP index indicates that most of the energy is currently being used. On the RSI, we are reflecting from the mid-range border, at which the price is declining. While on the stock indicator we have confirmation that when the energy reached the upper limit, the price rebounded and we are currently in the energy loading trend. Last in today's ranking is the chart of XRP in pair with USDT. First of all, we will use the blue lines to mark the downward trend channel from which the price emerged at the top, which is important that the exit from the channel was based on an increase similar to the height of the downward channel itself. Currently, it can be seen that the price is moving along a local upward trend line, with 3 resistance points visible. It is worth mentioning that XRP is one of the few that stays above the blue 200 moving average line, and therefore remains in an upward trend. Going further, we can move on to marking places of support when the recovery begins to deepen. And here you can see that the price remained in the support zone from 51 cents to 50 cents. But it is still worth defining a second, similar strong zone from 48 cents to 47 cents. Looking the other way, we see that the price has been rejected from the resistance zone from $0.515 to 53 cents. Only when we manage to break out of it, we will see an attempt to increase towards the resistance level at 55 cents. Please look at the CHOP index, which indicates that we still have a lot of energy to make a move. On RSI, we are staying around the middle of the range. But adding the stock indicator to this, we have a visible rebound when we cross the upper limit in order to gather new energy for the move. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.